In the year 1942, a dark shroud fell over the Philippine archipelago. The occupation by the Empire of Japan left a deep scar on our nation's history. A chapter dominated by stories of violence, fear, and unimaginable cruelty. In the province of Leyte, specifically in the coastal town of Doolog, sheer terror gripped the hearts of locals as the new occupiers arrived. But in the midst of this harrowing darkness, an unexpected story of humanity began to unfold. A Japanese soldier chose a path not of brutality, but of peace. His name was Captain Isao Yamazoe. To the people he was sent to conquer, he would eventually be remembered as the good Japanese, the enemy who became their protector. Captain Isao Yamazoe was assigned as the commander of the Japanese garrison in Dulag. At first, the townspeople braced themselves for the worst, but they were stunned by Yamazoe's starkly unconventional behavior. He strictly forbade his men from harming or abusing civilians. Instead of ruling with an iron fist, he chose connection. He helped farmers with their harvests, showed profound respect for local customs, and allowed the townspeople to live with dignity. Struggling to pronounce his Japanese name, the WWII locals affectionately called him Captain Yamasoy. Historical accounts reveal that whenever ruthless, high-ranking Japanese officials visited the area, Yamazoe would secretly warn and hide the locals to shield them from potential atrocities. Slowly but surely, a man wearing the uniform of the enemy earned the deep trust and affection of the Filipinos. But war is inherently unforgiving. As the bond between Yamazoe and the people of Dulag deepened, Filipino guerrilla forces in the mountains of Leyte were ramping up their resistance. Captain Yamasoy found himself trapped in a devastating dilemma. As an imperial soldier, his absolute duty was to defend the empire and eliminate the guerrillas. But he knew that if open warfare erupted inside the town, the innocent civilians he had sworn to protect would be caught in the crossfire. Desperate to prevent a bloodbath in Dulag, Yamazoe made a dangerous, highly unorthodox move. He secretly reached out to the guerrilla leaders. His plea was simple: do not launch attacks within the town limits so civilians remain safe. If they had to fight, let it be outside Dulag. In April 1943, at a crossroads in a village known as Barrio Curva, the inevitable clash occurred. A band of Filipino guerrillas lay in wait, ambushing Captain Yamazoe's convoy. In the heat of the ambush, rather than hiding behind his men or using the area as a shield, Yamazoe faced the attack head-on. Tragically, Captain Yamasoy was struck down and killed in the firefight. He drew his last breath on Philippine soil. Not as a hated tyrant, but as a soldier who kept his word to keep the violence away from the innocent. When news of his death reached the town center, there was no celebration. The people of Doolog did not rejoice at the fall of a Japanese commander. Instead, the entire town wept. Doolog openly mourned the loss of the enemy soldier who had become their shield. After the devastation of World War II, it was common for Filipinos to tear down any remnants of the Japanese occupation. But the people of Doolog did the exact opposite. In 1985, the community came together to erect a monument in honor of Captain Isao Yamazoe, a nearly unprecedented tribute to an enemy soldier in Philippine history. His shrine still stands proudly today in Dulag, Leyte. It serves as a powerful testament that true honor, heroism, and humanity transcend borders, nationalities, and wartime flags. Even in our nation's darkest hour, Captain Yamasoy proved that there is always room for compassion. A story of peace born from the ashes of war. This is Historium Pilipinas. If you want to uncover more forgotten stories from our past, Don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, thank you for watching. I'm Alex.